Oh, no. It
Oh,
looks like, oh, yeah, I think I can. There's a lot going on here, though.
okay. So I just do the presentation,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Hey, come to the Facebook group in Cannabis Nursing Solutions if you want to hear the whole conversation. You ready?
I don't know what happened. Um,
So, oh, hold on, let me show you what I see.
this and then I go here.
Cool.
That's better, right?
Yes, that's perfect.
Okay.
So, what's going on here? Hey, y'all. Mm. So, anyway, technical difficulties, but regardless, we're here. It's 420, and I'm excited. I have Kia. She's from the Highline
Yeah.
Tribe. But first, I want to introduce myself. I'm Ashley. I am the founder of Cannabis Nursing School. I am the person who started the tribe. And a lot of people don't realize this, but we have been working hard in the background. Like, it's a lot of work to build a business and like have a big idea and a big vision and also deal with your own personal stuff. I was going to cuss, but I'm not because it's a lot. Anybody who knows me, I might throw out a cuss word here and there. But at the end of the day, I just want to share with you the Highline Tribe. I want this to be an opportunity for you to get to know some of the nurses who are working in the space, who are advocating on behalf of their patients for holistic medicine and all of the things. And it happens to be 420. I happen to release an accelerator program today. So if y'all want to see that, just let me know. But Kia's here. We're going to start off with her introducing herself and just telling us who she is.
All right. Hi, everybody. My name is Kia Kess. I am the owner and operator of Kess Management Health and Wellness. Um, I am I guess, should I start with my presentation? Because a lot of it has my
Information on it. Go for it.
information. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm the owner operator of Kess Management Health and Wellness, and um, I'll be showing you and introducing you to a new product to grow your own food in the comfort of your own home. So, welcome to Kess Management Health and Wellness, grow your own food. And who is Kess Management Health and Wellness? Like I said, I'm Kia Kess, owner operator of Kess Management Health and Wellness. I go by Kia Marie. I am a registered nurse, um, newly specialized in endocannabinoid system. I am a mother of two. I'm a daughter. I'm a friend and a business owner. So, Case Management Health and Wellness was constructed to help people who is looking for innovative ways to approach a healthier way of living using alternative medicines and techniques. So, what I'm showing you today is one of the techniques that we use to have a healthier way of living. And why should you incorporate fresh fruits and vegetables? Actually, this is where I'm going to come in and call on you because we all know that you need to eat a certain amount of fruits and vegetables every day to stay healthy,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
And we also know that we don't always consume that amount.
I can almost guarantee you that nobody actually does that properly.
Right. So, when you say why fresh fruits and vegetables, it's because you need it to maintain a healthy way of living. And it also goes into maintaining your endocannabinoid system.
Mhm.
Um, so America goes, we go to the grocery store, we buy our fresh fruits and vegetables. Most of the time, we get the same things over and over. So you're only feeding one point because you keep getting the same vitamins that, and you need a variation.
Yeah.
So that's why fresh fruits and vegetables. Mama always said carrots are good for your eyes. They help you see better, and this is good for your skin, and this is good. So that's why.
When I see the question, it actually makes me, that viral statement, the low vibrational plate thing.
Hmm.
I think that have you heard some of the conversation around that? Like some people think that that's not a thing, but I think vegetables are actually higher in vibration than food that's been killed. So I don't know. What do you think?
I I think they are because I feel like they take on the environment that's around them.
Hmm.
Like, you know, we bring plants into our lives, like just growing like plants, and it helps you feel better about life, about your day. And you talk to your plants, and people do a lot of crazy things with their plants. It's just like they take on that environment that they're in, and they also excrete a good vibration. So I think it takes on a lot more as well.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I don't think those things are crazy. I come from a family that really cherishes plant nurturing, although I'm not that great at it myself. But like the type of water you give it and the temperature and even just speaking to it, all of those things play a part in how you nurture the plant from seedling to fully grown plant.
Yeah, and that's new for me. Like a lot of people think that even if you don't have plants, like if you don't have plants, you can do whatever, or if you have plants, you can do whatever. You don't have to worry about taking care of the animal. You
Hmm.
got to take care of your plants just like an animal, just like a child.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so I know you're going to touch on this soon, but I think that's what's so interesting about cannabis because it's also a plant. And so sometimes we look at it more as a commodity as opposed to the like the organism, the living organism that it is.
Right. All right. Thanks, Ashley.
You're welcome.
um, so some of the commonly homegrown fruits and vegetables that we know about growing: lettuce, summer squash, green beans, um, peas, radishes. These are easily grown fruits and vegetables that you can grow, and usually in your backyard. Some people grow it in their windowsills, um, different places around the house, outside. My problem that I've run into is trying to create that outside garden, and you have bugs, and then you have our friends that come and eat your fruits. They come and eat your berries. They come and eat your leaves, um, like deer, rabbits.
Yeah, we have a deer problem here.
Right. So they're easy to grow, but kind of hard to maintain. So that's why I want to introduce our system. This is the Tower Garden Home, and you can grow fresh fruits and vegetables within your own home.
Mm,
And also the Tower Garden Flex, and you can grow fresh fruits and vegetables inside your home or outside your home. That's why it's called the Flex, because you can do either or. And they're aeroponic gardens. So, why a tower garden? Because good health starts with healthy habits. You yield 30% greater yields than you do growing growing in the yard, um, and you have a 3 times faster grow rate because of the aeroponic gardening system. It takes up 90% less space because you only need like 3 by 3 cubic feet, and it's convenient and it's easily sustainable. All right, how does it work? So I said it's the aeroponic gardening system. The plants grow in a soilless medium called rock wool. At the bottom of the system, there's a reservoir, and it stores the water and plant nutrition solution. What it does is pump all the water up through the system, and the water trickles down, watering and nourishing the plants. And in a few weeks, the plants are harvest ready. Here is a video for you guys to visualize. Sorry.
take your time.
Hold on, guys, because I want it to be a full screen and it's not giving me the full. There we go. Sorry. I live in Maryland. All right, so that's how the Tower Garden works. And there's more to just growing in your home with the Tower Garden. We can help our children, educate our kids, and take it as far as growing into the classroom. My son and my daughter participate in our Tower Garden and eating our fruits and vegetables from the Tower Garden. They help me pick our vegetables. They help me clean our vegetables. They help me refilling the reservoir, adding water to our Tower Garden, and like we play this game. What should we eat tonight? Game. And I've learned a lot from our Tower Garden, like with new plants, what vitamins and minerals that we need from these different kind of plants. My most thriving plant today is my Swiss chard, and I've had a hard time starting spinach from a seedling. So I go to Swiss chard, and my son and my daughter love it. They love spinach, and the Swiss chards can be used like interchangeably with the spinach, and they love it. I just recently added broccoli, trying to start broccoli, and I learned that you can eat broccoli leaves, and there is broccoli leaves. Did you know that? I didn't know that that broccoli comes brings leaves with them.
So do you cook broccoli leaves? Do you like?
Yes, you can cook broccoli leaves just like you cook collard greens, kale. Um, so that's my new thing that I learned. And broccoli takes a long time to come up to the stalk. So now we have this big stalk of broccoli with a whole bunch of leaves
Wow,
and just a little broccoli head, just a little teeny broccoli head. And you have to harvest that before it starts to flower.
wow, that's fascinating. Really.
Yeah, it really is. So, bringing it into the classroom is one of the things that helps educating kids around the world, really. Um, Students can learn while having fun. There's no prior gardening experience required. They
Mhm.
can grow healthy produce with the indoor grow lights, or if they choose, they can grow it outside, but it seems easier to maintain it inside the classroom. It's hands-on project based, and it's good for every subject, and it's great for STEM learning. And this green Bronx machine is a school curriculum, and it comes with 30 plus lesson plans for the teachers and the providers, from kindergarten all the way to the university level.
Wow.
This is just a picture of a school in Georgia. And also our tower gardens, you can start tower garden farms and community gardens. And that's a way that we can give back to our community. They have, you can grow with 12 tower gardens, you're considered a community garden, and you can grow up to 84 different plants at once in a family garden. A lot of different ones have them in different places. This is a picture of one in Santa Barbara, California, and they provide it for affordable housing and for elderly and the disabled. They have over 100 tower gardens for uh, the residents that they can enjoy for free. So while it's difficult for a lot of lower income families to get access to fresh produce, you can create a tower garden farm in that community, and they have free access to that produce.
Hmm.
So that's really big. So it's like if people there's so many different things that you can utilize your tower garden for. You can feed your own family, you can feed somebody else's family, and you can help feed families across the world and enhance the health for all of us because we have access to our fresh fruits and vegetables.
Yeah. So, in your opinion, some of the benefits, I think I heard you say it. I'm multitasking, so forgive me. But one of the benefits is consumption of plants. But what other benefits do you find?
Well, the consumption and the cost is cost effective and
Okay.
it's convenient. So instead of, when you go to the grocery store and you buy produce, you have to eat it in a certain amount of time before it goes bad.
Hmm.
With the tower garden, your produce is growing there. You can just go to the garden and grab what you need off
Yeah.
and move on.
Yeah.
And you
Because
get to grow what you want.
that's true. And to your point, once the vegetable has been removed from the root, it doesn't have a source of life force anymore. It's essentially just decaying from that moment up until you purchase it. And so
Right,
I guess having your community garden on hand, is always flourishing until it's not. It goes through its full life cycle
right,
until you're ready to eat it yourself. So I think that's kind of cool.
right. So the moment we've all been waiting for.
Uh-oh, not the moment. Da, 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 da.
Tower gardens are 420 friendly. So our friends at Agronomy, they have a ginormous tower garden farm, and they do a lot of tower gardening. And one of the plants that they grow is cannabis.
Wow.
Um, and I just had to take this quote because they said, in comparison to growing marijuana in the towers, it's not only cheaper, but it's a lot easier.
Mm.
Reading the article that this quote came from, it was like all the work that it takes to grow marijuana from the ground is a lot. Like making sure the soil is correct and treating the soil before you plant the seeds, and then all I looked at it and it seemed tedious. I haven't grown my own from the dirt, but it seems like it's a lot.
It
You've been
is.
to farms.
I have. It is. It's a lot. Can you hear me? I don't know if I'm
Yeah.
hearing myself. Okay. Yeah, it is a lot of work. Unless you love it. So I personally feel like plant growing is a lot of work, like period. So
Hmm.
and every plant has its own temperament. Every plant has its own needs. So whether you spritz it with sprinkles of water or warm water or cool water or distilled water or the chemistry of the potting soil, like all of those things matter. I personally am just not into it. So to me, it just generally seems like a lot of work to keep up with it. But certain people just have a knack or like are able to bond with the plant in a way, like nurture the plant, any plant, and I'm
Mhm.
not just referring to cannabis. And, I think that's why this conversation is kind of important, because I know before I got into this space, people be like, it's just a plant. Cannabis is a plant. And it almost seemed as if they were like BSing you. Like it was like, well, why are they saying it's going to kill you kind of thing? But no,
Mhm.
literally, it's a plant that grows out of the ground that needs some soil and some water and some nutrients. And
Mhm.
so it can grow. And you pick the fruit or the flower, and you can burn it. You can break it down. Like you can do all the things you can do with any
Mhm.
other herb or fruit that we can grow. So to your point, you were asking me, do I think it's? I personally think it is, but I think it's all perspective. Like I'm just not into it. If you ask my mom
Yeah.
or you ask my husband or somebody like that, like they might be like, "No, it's not that big a deal. You just look at it, you water it, and it's fine."
Well, from what I've read, it's a lot. It's a lot. So having a tower garden is, from growers, they say it's cheaper and a lot easier.
Mhm.
This is a cool video. This is from the guy from Ergonomy, and this is his one cannabis plant. Oh gosh, I gotta sign in again. Hold on, guys. Oh man, I can't get in. Oh, this was a really cool video.
Oh man.
Just have a sucky signal. Well, anyway, he was growing his. He was just explaining how he had one plant on this tower garden,
Mhm.
and it's grown with all his other plants. Um, and like from one seed, the it looks like it takes up half the tower garden, but
Wow.
it's only one seed. And
Wow.
he said, I think he said he had maybe like 3 grams from that one plant.
Mhm.
So it was just, that's all it was.
Wow. Yeah,
But
no.
I was excited because it's nice to see that your tower garden, he had it growing with his other plants. He didn't have it just dedicated to cannabis.
Right.
So for me, that was uh, a light bulb, because come July 1st, we can grow 2 plants in our house legally.
Yeah.
So I'll be adding 2 cannabis plants. So I'm already shopping for seeds.
Oh, congratulations. How fun is that?
um, it's very interesting and
Mhm.
educating, because you buy your seeds and they have, apparently they have clones.
Mhm.
And like I said, I'm really a baby in this, so I'm learning a lot.
Yeah. Oh, I love that for you. I think that's really
Yeah.
exciting. I don't think people realize how much of a big deal it is for um, patients to have access or to be able to grow their own medicine. Um, there's one story in particular that stands out to me, where I was speaking to a woman who her daughter was a cannabis patient, severe chronic seizures, having multiple seizures per day, and she was growing it. But I think it was in DC where they changed the law where if you had a minor patient, you had to purchase the product from the dispensary.
Oh
And so
wow.
she was growing it for her daughter and it was working fine. But when she bought it from the dispensary, she actually um, it triggered her seizures because it wasn't tested properly.
Mhm.
And come to find out, there was, I believe it was MDMA or a derivative of MDMA in the product, and that's what triggered the seizure.
Mm.
The worst part about it was when she went to the hospital, they tested the girl for, did a tox screen, and they found the MDMA, which, mind you, it was a derivative. It wasn't necessarily
Mhm.
ecstasy, but it picked it up as if it were ecstasy. And so they took mom to CPS,
Oh my goodness.
that she was giving her daughter ecstasy and not cannabis.
Wow.
Mhm.
And that's the one that she bought from the dispensary.
Mhm. Yep.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
yeah, so one of the things I do tell patients all the time is that if you do purchase, like, you do have the right to get your bud tested by a
Mhm.
third party tester. So in Maryland, we have a 2-point check, which doesn't mean that it's going to be perfect either, anyway. And I can go down a whole rabbit hole about that. But um, if you want to be a little bit more proactive about the products that you're consuming, you do have the right to go and get it tested independently as well. And so, as somebody who's able to grow their two plants, have their own flower,
Mhm.
and all of that, you can, obviously, you would need to get your stuff tested before you consume it, because of the risk of potential mold or something getting into it,
Right.
especially during the drying process. And I think that's actually the thing that makes it more challenging, is that you got to go through the drying process and
Mhm.
all that. But just getting, making sure that you're safe. I think I think that's the biggest thing when it comes to cannabis consumption. It's not necessarily whether it's good or bad and all the things. It's just, there's a lot of risk involved, like, period.
Mhm.
Just like anything else you put in your body. So I love that you're taking this natural approach when it comes to what you and your family are consuming. The other benefit that we didn't mention is the bonding.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah, we do get to bond as a family. Like I said, we play games. It's like, what are we gonna cook tonight? It's like,
right, right.
I don't know. Go pick a leaf and then I'll guess what leaf it is. Like,
Yeah.
and they
So,
eat more fruits and vegetables.
because they're excited about it, like, they're
Yeah.
part of the journey behind it. Like, they're like, wow, this is exciting. So, and like my kids, they act like they're gonna vomit when I put vegetables on their plate. Maybe if I got a flower garden, they might be interested in eating it. I don't know.
Right. Baby.
And so, but they do say, like, studies say that if you invite your kids to participate in cooking and, like,
Mhm.
preparing food, the more likely they are to engage in different food choices, because for the most part, and I mean, at least this is the way it had been in my home. My mom would cook, and then she would call me, and then I would
Mhm.
come eat. Like, that was it. That was all the participation I got.
And
So,
you eat what's on your plate.
right. And then you might get yelled at because you didn't want it.
Right. I don't want it. Well, I didn't put it on my plate.
Right, right. So, those kind of things I think also are an additional benefit to, being a part of the process of growing. You know where it came from. You can engage with the plant. You can have relationship with the plant. And, I know I sound
Mhm.
weird when I say relationship, but that's what it is. Um,
Yep.
because
Mine
you're
are my babies.
right. You see them from sprout seedling to fully grown plant, and it's bearing fruit just like a woman would give birth, right? Like, so it's a whole
Yeah.
process. So there is
So,
a question though. Somebody asked, how much did you say it costs?
I didn't. Um, so, both of them are at different prices. The indoor garden is roughly $1,000, um, and it has a 5-year warranty with the that comes with it. So that's $1,000, including the light system. And the indoor outdoor one is about, I want to say, around 700 to 800, 7 without the lights, and then 8 with the lights. And it's a monthly cost. So, or you can get it outright. Um, you can get it monthly for 12 months, or you can just pay it straight out. And to get it, you can visit my website, which is kiakescott.towergarden.com, or you just can contact me and I can walk you through the whole process, or I can take your order and order it for you. It usually is delivered in 1 to 2 weeks, with everything, and the assembly is super easy. They have videos. It's a it's not like you have to read the instructions to put it together. It's picture instructions.
Yeah.
So it's really really easy to put
Cool.
together.
Cool. I love that. And I think that's, I don't know, I think that's a steal for everything that you're saying that's in it. And so did you mention your website where they can get it from?
Yes, it's kiakescott.towergarden.com.
Cool. Um,
And I also wanted to mention that it comes with everything you need to get started to grow. It comes with seeds, um, that are not GMO, non-GMO seeds. Um, it comes with the minerals, it comes with the net pots, it comes with the rock wool, it comes with the pump. If you want lights, it comes with the light. And um, other add-ons is like a dolly for the flex. You can put it on a dolly so you can roll it because it's such a big reservoir, it can be heavy.
mhm.
Um, and also they have support cages if you need, if you grow those fruits and vegetables that need support. Like I need to get a support cage now because I have some red peppers coming in and like the stalk is really heavy, so it's leaning. Um, so yeah, those are some add-ons, and you can actually just go on my website and order that whenever you need to. Roughly, it's maybe about after you pay for it, it may be about $40 to $60 to maintain per year.
Oh,
And that is just buying like the extra net pots and the minerals. Um, and really that's it.
that's dope.
I want you guys to meet my baby. This is Eve.
Oh, let me show it. There you go.
This is Eve. And she came home in June 2021. She came in two boxes, a box for the tower garden and a box for the light. And it's been really good therapy for me. Like after a stressed out day at work, I come, I can pick my vegetables for dinner, or I can eat a salad, or I could, I only do maintenance once a week, and that's just checking the pH of the water, and maybe like trimming if there's dead leaves. I trim the leaves off, um, but that's only once a week, and I refill my reservoir once a week. So that's my little therapy session. Um, but that's her after I transplanted my seedlings, the second picture.
Hmm.
And that's after, I want to say after 2 weeks. And then the third picture is her when she's ready to harvest. So those are some greens, I want to say mixed greens that I took to work. We have a salad garden Fridays at work, and I just
Mm,
took the whole head and took it to work. We got fresh vegetables. And I also wanted to add it, like, these bag salads, they keep getting recalled for different bacterias. I think the most recent one I seen was listeria in certain bag vegetables. Even though they say they're triple washed and all this stuff, they still have recalls on it. And you
yeah,
don't get recalled on things that you grow in your home without pesticides.
facts, facts. And I've been doing so much research on like food and stuff. Like we don't know what's in any of our food, even when they say it's organic. The only
Yeah.
time you'll ever know is if you grow it yourself.
Yep.
So
I think that's all I have, unless you want to see a little video.
you have another one? Go ahead.
I I do.
We can't hear the sound, Kia. Kia,
Yeah.
we can't hear the sound.
Oh, I don't know how to do that. I can hear it. Well, that sucks. How, I don't know how to make it work. I don't know how to make the sound work. Back to you, Ashley.
The whole conversation. Well, I really, you know what? It's okay. It's totally okay. You know, technical things happen. I really appreciate this time that you spent with me and explaining this to me because I was really excited when you
Uh-oh.
told me, oh, girl, what we got going on here? um, I really appreciate you sharing that with me because when you had told me the topic, I was like, oh, that's different. I was really surprised. Like, you haven't talked about this at all in the.
I haven't. I haven't.
So I appreciate this. And it gives me a little bit more context around like what it is that you're intending to do. So I like it. It's cool.
All right. You want to meet another one?
Yeah, let's
I'm
do
at my
it.
friend's house and she has a tower garden.
Oh,
She's
really?
a she's a plant mom. She has a lot of plants. And this is her tower garden. I don't know
What?
its name. I don't know its name,
Very
but she
cool.
has she's growing peppers. These are peppers right
Hmm.
here.
Hmm.
And then
Ooh, I
mint
love mint.
and scallions, and then she has basil and cilantro.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's fascinating. And so
Yeah. So
that's really cool. That's really, really cool, actually. I think I want one. I think I want one. Because
well, you know where to get it.
yes, I do. But you know, I think that's the other thing, space saving.
Mhm.
You know, I think you mentioned the animals and stuff coming to eat your food, and we struggle with that here. But we also don't have a ton of space. So if I were to bring anything inside, like, you know, it can't take up a lot of space in my house. So yeah.
Yeah, I have mine. Well, now that Zoe is learning, no. I used to have it behind the little baby gate so
Yeah.
she couldn't get to it, but now it's just
Hmm.
in the corner of our house, just like kind of like hers. But it fits behind, you know, those play yard gates. I
Yeah.
just use half of it and put it so she can't get all the way to it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so cool. I love that. Did you want to share any last thoughts before we go?
Um, I don't think
You don't think so?
so.
You did a good job. This is good.
Thank you. It was fun.
Is this your first time doing like any type of live broadcast thing?
Um, yes and no.
Okay.
It is because I haven't done it like streaming wise. Like, you know, you go live on Facebook.
Yeah.
I'll go live on Facebook, but yeah, this is my first time like doing a presentation
Hmm.
live on my Facebook page,
Yes. Good job. You did
especially with
good.
my business too. Like,
Well, and that's important. Like letting people know what you got, why you got it. I mean, you
mhm.
sold me. I'm like, let me see what I got going on so I can get one.
Yes,
You know, because it really is just about letting people know about how they can enhance their lives with something that you have to offer, and that's what you've done here. So I think you did an amazing job. You even
thank
got a
you.
comment off of there, so that's dope. And you know, I'm excited to see how you progress, and you know, see how you expand your current idea into whatever it's going to be.
Thank you.
Of course. All right, I'm going to stop the broadcast.
All right.